You want to know what really shakes people to their core? It's not rage. It's not the sharp bite of your words. It's the silence. The kind of silence that carries a message without a single syllable spoken. The kind that says, I'm done, and I don't owe you an explanation. Right now, maybe you believe that action is the answer, that blocking them will send the signal, that a final message will bring closure, that proving your worth one more time will somehow change the ending. But here's the reality. The most powerful move you can make is no move at all. Because when you stop reacting, they lose the illusion of control. When you stop explaining, they lose the comfort of self-importance. When you stop showing up, they start questioning everything they thought they knew. What you're about to see is what truly happens when you choose silence. Not to punish, not to manipulate, but to protect your peace, your dignity, and your evolution. 1. You break the version of you they invented. In their mind, they crafted a character, the one who always forgives, the one who always responds, the one who never leaves, no matter the weight you're forced to carry. They didn't just get used to your presence, they relied on it. They built their confidence on the assumption that you would always return. They treated your loyalty like a guarantee. The moment you step back without warning, that mental construct collapses. They weren't just attached to you, they were addicted to the certainty of you. You were predictable, reliable, safe. But now, no texts, no likes, no presence. It's not the fact that you're gone that hurts them, it's the disbelief that you actually left. You didn't just cut a tie, you shattered their illusion that they could always come back when it suited them. 2. They sense the shift before they can speak it. You don't need to announce that you've changed. Silence carries its own frequency, and they feel it like a change in the air. They feel it when their phone stays dark. They feel it when their updates go unseen by you. They feel it in those quiet pauses where they expect you to appear and you don't. They won't admit it though. They'll post louder, laugh harder, pretend deeper, but performance can't cover the truth. Your absence becomes a quiet drumbeat in the background of their life, and they find themselves checking just in case, wondering, just a little, waiting, without saying so. The shift comes before the confession. 3. Your stillness turns their mind into a battlefield. Most people expect something when they push you: anger, confrontation, emotional proof that they still occupy space in your life. Even rage is reassurance that they matter. But when you remain still, when your reaction is no reaction, that's when their own thoughts turn against them. Silence leaves room for questions they'd rather avoid. Did I go too far? Did I lose them completely? Why aren't they reacting? You don't need to slam the door. You don't need to delete their number. You just stop showing up. Because sometimes the most deafening sound is the one you never make. 4. Time becomes their enemy. In the beginning, they may even feel relieved. They'll convince themselves they made the right choice. They'll wait for the inevitable moment when you return, because in their story, you always do. But then, days stretch into weeks, weeks into months. Every day you stay silent is a message they can't erase. Every unanswered moment closes the door they thought they left ajar. And time is merciless. It takes the silence they once dismissed and turns it into the only sound they hear. 5. You move from absent to untouchable. There's a difference between being gone and being unreachable. Gone means they can still try. Unreachable means you've evolved to a level they can't access. Your energy has shifted elsewhere. You've healed. You've rebuilt. They could call, they could write, they could beg, and yet they'd be reaching for someone they no longer know. That's the moment they realize, even if they wanted to return, the bridge no longer exists. 6. You rewrite the story without speaking. They walked away thinking they were in control. They assumed you'd be the one nursing the wound. Instead, you rewrote the ending quietly. No public scene, no desperate attempt to be heard, and it catches them off guard. Because the person they thought they could erase has become the person they can't stop thinking about. You didn't win by fighting. You won by making peace with letting go. 7. Your transformation hits harder than any words. Silence doesn't just make them wonder, it makes them watch. One day, without warning, they'll see you again, and you'll be glowing, not for them, not because of them, but in spite of them. You'll be laughing, creating, thriving. And in that moment it will land like a blow they didn't see coming, because they were so certain they broke you. You didn't just survive, you transformed. 8. You become the lesson they never wanted. In time they'll have to face it. They lost something irreplaceable, and that realization won't come from anything you say. It will come from your absence, from the respect you had for yourself. You became the consequence of their choices. They'll search for someone like you, and they won't find them. They'll remember the day you stopped trying, and they'll understand that silence wasn't weakness. It was the final, unshakable proof of your strength. If you're in your silence now, wondering if it's having an impact, it is. They feel it, even if they never voice it. And by the time they finally realize what they've lost, you'll be so far ahead, so far evolved, that looking back won't even cross your mind. Sometimes doing nothing is the most earth-shattering move you can make.